Hello guys and welcome to Creative Art Academy. In this video we'll be looking at list tags. We're exploring the list tags in HTML. So there are two types of lists in HTML. We call them the order list and unordered list. The order list is denoted as OL, whereas the unordered list is denoted as UL. So first of all, let's start with the order list. OL, enter, and here you click on enter again to create this space. So after creating that space, you use li. Li means list item. So what is your first list item? Let's say you want to you know list of cars. So I have Benz, enter again, list item, the second list item. I have BMW, enter. The third list item, I have Venza, and the fourth list item I have an AMG. So for example, now let's go live so you can see our list: Benz, BMW, Venza, and AMG. What did you notice? When we are typing these list items, we did not include 1, 2, 3, 4, but it automatically brought in this 1, 2, 3, 4, making it look orderly. Now let's explore on other lists. You will soon get a catch. On other lists is denoted as UL. Enter and click on enter. You create a space and let's list social media platforms. So we have Facebook. List item. We have Instagram, list item. We have TikTok, then list item. We have Twitter, which is X, or let me just use the current name, X. So let's preview. So what did you notice here? For this on other list, it's only use bullets, you know, to list our items. It didn't use number to create that orderliness. It only use bullets. So I can decide to say that okay, my TikTok is my number one, Instagram is number one, because after all, it is not in a particular order. It is not ordered. There is no orderliness. It was is bullet was used for it. So there is no particular sequence. That is why it is called unordered list. But for this first one, I cannot say AMG is number one because AMG has an identity, which is what? 4. Just like in a real world sense, all of us here in this world or on earth, we have different names. I have my own name, you have your own name, meaning that we are orderly. So imagine we don't have names, rather we just have a bullet, on top of our head. The only people one has a bullet. It will be unorderly because if they say bullet, everybody will rush out. But because we have different names, if they call this person name, this person will come. If they call the next person name, this person will come. So same thing applies here. I cannot say number one is my number 4. I cannot say number one is EMG, whereas number one is what? Benz. So each of these stuff here has an identity, but this one does not have an identity. It is unordered. Anyone can come first. So that's the difference between the order list and the unordered list. Now, um it is not compulsory that my list must have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the ordered list. It can be changed to maybe something else. Maybe you want to use ABCD or Roman numerals. So you can just come here to where you have this ordered list OL. You click on shift and you click on type, enter. So there you can use either of this. So let's say I want to use A, maybe the capital A. Just like capital A I've put there. Come here. If you see that everything here will change. Everything here now is what? A, B, C, D. So let's say I want to use the small A. I don't want to use this capital A. So if you come here too, it has changed. The small letter A, small letter B, small letter C, small letter D. And what if I want to use Roman numerals? Same thing applies. I can decide to use the this, and you can see our Roman numerals. And what if I want to use this those small Roman numerals? And everything too has changed. So you can decide to choose any one you want. It must not be 1, 2, 3, 4. It must not be that everyone on earth is answering English name. You can decide to use okay your native name. You can decide to use your surname, whichever one you prefer. So that's the same thing that applies here. I'm just giving you an instance so that you can be able to understand it very well. So next we are going to look at is the next listing or nested list. I didn't talk about it when I was doing video for mobile users. So it's preferable mobile users also watch this video. So nested listing is like creating a list inside a list. So let's take for example let's use the order list. OL, enter. You click on enter, and the list item, let's say front end, like front end language we use in front end like HTML and the rest of them. So here you still click on enter, you still click on enter, and here you still put some like OL and enter LI. So list HTML, enter LI, release the CSS. So come over to this side and click on enter, and we create another list, and we see back end. Just watch what I'm doing. Back end. So now let's view what we just did. This from here, from this point to this point is called nested list. So you can see what we just did now. We have number one, front end. Under the front end, we listed HTML, CSS. Now number two, back end. We can also proceed to list okay the languages used for back end. So just like in when you're in secondary school or when you are writing your notes, sometimes they'll sometimes you might write okay number one this, you explain that and you proceed to list most of the elements under such. For example, I can say okay names of things we usually eat. Say number one fruit. Under fruit I can come here and name apple, um, um apple, orange, and I'm done. I move to the second one. I name something else, vegetables. I list vegetables. So just like that. So I'm creating a list inside a list. So that is what nested listing is all about. Now, in order not to confuse you, let's do something. Let's do something. Come here. So this is that. want, you use this kind of type. You use this type, and I don't want it to be 1 2, so I want it to be this small letter A. Now let's go back so you'll be able to understand well. You can see that number one front end, then A. Under front end we have HTML, CSS. So number two back end. I will now also list the languages for back end. A this, B that. So this is called nested listing. I guess it's very simple and my explanation is clear. Whereas if you enjoyed the video, ensure you subscribe, like, and if you have any question, leave it in the comment section. See you in the next video.